pretty much actually kind of in a depressed state. I'm down 30 pounds since I started. I'm sleeping 100% better. My knees are 100% better than what they used to be. Like I said, it's just been overall a great experience for me, and I
Yeah.
would recommend it to anybody.
All right, everyone. I'm here with Jerri. She has been an awesome client over the last handful of months here. She's transformed really well. I heard from Christine that she was one of the most adherent clients that we've ever had, which says a lot because we've had a lot of great people come through. So, Jerri, excited to have you here, and thanks again for doing this. I think first question is just tell us a bit about yourself. So, tell us who you are, job, family, lifestyle, all that sort of good stuff.
Okay. As you said, my name is Jerri. I am maybe older than some of your clients because I'm 61. But I am a
You're not.
traveling healthcare. I'm traveling healthcare. I do CAT scan. So I'm a part of radiology, and I've been traveling since 2009. I found it very difficult, really, since the pandemic started with my weight. Um, I used to work out 3 to 4 times a week prior to that. And then gyms closed. And with my traveling and the pandemic and how secluded I was from my family as well with my job, I started gaining a lot of weight.
Traveling, difficulty, weight coming on, pandemic kind of threw a wrench into things. Was there anything else like health wise that was going on? Like any other programs or diets that you had tried before?
I tried to avoid diets. Always have tried to avoid diets because they never work because I can't keep that going all the time. I did, like I said, work out a lot. I was actually a big Orange Theory fitness person for about 5 years, but actually it started taking a toll on my body. All the hit was not working out well for me, and I started having knee issues. My knees were hurting all the time, and my doctor said it's probably too much hit,
Right.
style exercise.
Yeah, it's a lot of action, a lot of calories, a lot of grinding on the joints. So, Jerry, before you took this step with us, do you remember where you were at, like mentally? Was it kind of a burnout state? Was it like, I'm not sure what steps to take, or where were you at before we took this step there?
Well, I was pretty much actually kind of in a depressed state because I had um, gained over 30 pounds.
Mhm.
And I really did not know where to go back because I knew I couldn't support those HIIT type exercises that I had done before. And also, I knew that my eating was totally out of control, which I'm sure that I know that the depression that I was in was not helping, and obviously the weight, all of that was contributing to that. I was looking for something that would be sustainable that I could do on a long-term basis as far as exercise and eating, and learning really what was a healthy way for me to be able to do that and fit it into my work schedule, which depending on where I am, I've worked as much as, five um, 12-hour shifts a week. So timing was always difficult as well.
Yeah, Jerry, absolutely. And I think because we work with a ton of healthcare professionals, so we put out a ton of that sort of material. So do you remember how we came into your life? Was it a post that you saw, or was there anything else, or what are your thoughts there?
Well, I was in the middle of Wisconsin on an assignment in the winter again, so the weather's not very conducive, etc. And I was just at the, like, I think my breaking point, and I was like, I need to do something. And I started looking online, and something from you guys popped up on my stuff, and I looked at it, and I looked at your site, and I was like, that's interesting. But I continued looking at other things, but I kept going back to yours and saying, that seems like what they're telling me would be something that I could actually continue for long term.
Yeah,
And so that's when I decided to make the call to you guys.
cool. Yeah, and well, I used to live in Milwaukee, so I know how those weathers can be. I mean, weight or not, it can be a little bit depressing up there. So,
Yeah.
what was it that had you want to take this step? So, was it like the health? I'll just kind of keep it open ended, but I mean, was it healthcare? Was it specific thing we said or did, or what had you want to take that step there?
Well, I appreciated the healthcare part about it because I felt like that you might understand what my hours are and my somewhat lack of time sometimes during my work day to find a way to eat properly, being able to work in the actual workouts around my schedule and how I could, fit it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jerry, along those lines, was there any major concerns you had? So when you're kind of looking at me, looking at other things, like was it more of a fit thing? Was it my schedule, my fitness, or what were some of those concerns you may have had?
Um, well, concern was whether or not, I mean, I'll be honest, if I'm working with somebody from online, that would be one thing is, are we really is there going to be a connection between me and my trainer? Because I had somebody that I'm going to feel comfortable with. That was something that was something I was worried about to begin with. Also, were you really going to be able to fit stuff in for me around my schedule for me to work it out and actually lose? So,
Yeah, gotcha. And Jerry, one other follow-up on that. Was there anything that had you take the step anyway?
um, well, I was really, I mean, I really feel like I was at a breaking point. I was so unhappy with myself. I was so unhappy with the way that I looked, um, that I said, this is the best option for. I think this is the best option, and I have to take a leap of faith and do it because I need to be better. I wanted to be better for my grandkids who I love to play with, and I felt like I couldn't even hardly get down on the floor with them anymore and things like that. So when I saw them, I wanted to be the best person that I could be for them and for my husband, who's very excited about how well I've done. So
Yeah, good. And Jerry, let's talk about that. So how are the results?
my results right now are 30. I'm down 30 pounds since I started. It's been definitely a slow but steady thing for me. Obviously, I had some weeks that are setbacks and some weeks that were great, but I feel like I couldn't have asked for anything. I couldn't have asked for a better choice because I definitely feel like I have um, learned how I can eat to maintain this lifestyle and exercise too, that I found that I really enjoy, that I can continue with.
Yeah, Jerry, absolutely. Even Christine sent me a note. So I know you've been, you've loved fitness, Orange Theory 5 days a week. That's nothing to scoff at there. So
Right.
how are you? Tell me a bit about the fitness that we implemented with you.
Well, we started out because I was in such bad. We started out with body weight only, and I did body weight stuff for just the first month.
Hmm.
Did 2 or 3 days a week of body weight, and then tried to add some just walking. I still wanted to be somewhat active, but walking was better because I can't run
Right.
anymore based on my knees.
Hmm.
And so we started that, and then we progressed. And I after the month, I said I feel like I can start doing some weights, and so we
Hmm.
progressed to light weights. And actually, now we're at heavier things. I mean, I not that I mean, sure, lots of people lift a lot heavier than me, but I can, I can actually, chest press like 60, 65 pounds, and
Okay.
I'm, and I'm, I can deadlift over 100
Yeah.
now. So just stuff that I couldn't do in the beginning. And I really actually told Christine, I didn't realize how much I would like lifting heavier weights.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy it.
Gary, that's perfect because I think, our average age is 48. So, I mean, we have clients that are younger, older, this and that. How do you feel like physically? Do you have more energy? Is it more stability? Do you feel more pain-free playing with the grandkids? Like, tell me a bit about how we're doing physically.
Yeah, I actually I feel really great. I have a lot more energy. I'm sleeping 100% better
Mhm.
um than what I used to. Um I really struggled with sleep. So I'm getting on average close to 7 hours a night, which I'm a kind of person that before that I'd get 4 hours and I'd wake up and I couldn't go back to sleep and it was a
Yeah.
struggle. I actually, my knees are 100% better than what they used to be. I even walk to and from work now. I live a little over a mile away
Yeah.
from the hospital complex
Amazing.
in Nebraska is where I'm at now in Omaha. And I walk to and from work and I try to do it as kind of a power walk so that I get my heart rate up a little for those times as well as during my day.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I just when I get to see my grandkids, I have a lot more energy for them. We're running. They want me to race with them, stuff like that. Thank goodness they're only 4 and 2, so
All right.
racing is still not very fast. But before, I don't even know how long I would have been able to tolerate.
Gotcha, Jerry. I love it. And I was gonna say, how are you doing emotionally? So with depression, anxiety, things like that, 30 pounds later, back under control. How do you feel with all of in that side of life?
Feel again 100% better. I have whole different outlook um, now with the 30 pounds, and I'm not done. I want to be at least another 10 pounds down from where I am. So I, plan to continue working on that. Sleeping better, all of that just makes I'm happier at my job too because I'm not tired all the time and all of that.
Yeah, Jerry, that's amazing. I had one good question on that. Oh, I was gonna say, so as far as because we've been we ended everything. I think you did a couple extra months with us.
Right.
How do you feel about carrying the torch on your own now? So you now know what to focus on nutrition wise. You have a really good portable fitness routine, and you straight up feel comfortable going the extra 10 pounds on your own. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. I I'm a huge meal planner now, so I'm off today, but then I work the next 4 days in a row. So I plan on going to the store and I've got my list already. I know I'm going to meal plan
Hmm.
for every day during the week so that I can get up and eat quickly before I go to work. And I never eat in the cafeteria at work. I take lunch with me and snacks every day so that I know I'm doing and getting what I'm supposed to get. So,
Perfect. Yeah, Jerry, it's just I love to hear that because we've had so many clients that go very far with us. They perfect that routine, especially healthcare, the snacks, the food, a bit of meal prepping, the fitness routine, the mindset, all that stuff. Jerry, anything else you feel has been really a big breakthrough in the last couple months?
um, maybe understanding that even though I'm trying to be as adherent as possible, that it's not the end of the world if one day I make a mistake or I go over or I do something like that. Because in the past, um, when I did things like that, it seemed to be like a steamroll for me, and I would just like, oh well, this week is a
Yeah.
total mess up. I'll just eat whatever I want for the rest of,
Yeah.
instead
Restart
of,
on Monday.
okay, I did that last night, or my friends wanted me to go out. I ate more than I should have. My calories are up or whatever, but I can go back tomorrow and start again and it's better. And I don't get in the mindset that now I'm done with, I'm screwed, so to speak,
Yeah.
for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can make those changes.
Right. And Jerry, you're not alone there. I've done the same thing. It's like, well, it was to me, it was kind of a light switch. Like I'm either on the diet or off. And then it's
Yeah,
like, well, the gray area, I'm like, well, now that I'm off, let me just have bags of chips and this. And I think it's a big mindset we love giving you guys where, you're not it doesn't become this emotional nightmare anymore. It just becomes simple. We can do it in the long run, all that sort of good stuff. So,
right.
Jerry, amazing stuff. I think last question here I had is if someone were on the fence about joining. So same thing with you. They're looking at these videos, looking at the sites on the social media. They're on the fence. What would you tell this person?
I would tell them to take the leap because it truly is the best decision that I made back in February. And, did I lose 30 in 3 months? No, but a plan that you can successfully continue with. It's not a diet, it's you learning how your body works and how much, protein, et cetera, that you need. And, and it's just, it's not a fad. It's something that you can do for the rest of your life.
Cool. Jerry, I love it. I think is there anything else you want to throw in here as far as your experience? Anything else?
I mean, you know it already, but Christine is great. She's been,
Love her.
she's been very supportive. Sometimes I've said we don't need a conversation, and then she'll send me a thing and say, "Oh, let's have a conversation." So
Yeah.
she's checking in to make sure that we really are. We had our final this morning, and um, she was still super supportive and gave me some more little tidbits to keep watching and things like that. So I feel like like I said, it's just been overall a great experience for me, and I
Yeah.
would recommend it to anybody.
Jerry, I love hearing that. And you were with Christine, you guys had such a good connection. Like she said, some of the most adherent, like love, not that fitness is always a cakewalk, but love the fitness, did super well nutrition wise. And Jerry, you've come a long way. So just with your weight graphs and everything, I mean, that's a serious transformation. And again, you're carrying the torch and doing it on your own. So we're all super pumped with you. I think you did great. And yeah, Jerry, appreciate you taking the time here. And I
Yeah.
think that'll be it. So
All right. Thank you.